Okay, so how do you make leads for Pluggnb? I know a lot of people struggle with this, but there are some very easy tips and tricks that I'm going to give you that you can use today to improve your leads. Okay, so first, let's start with the sound selection. I mostly use purity for leads. It's a lot of a preference, but some really good purity leads are autumn, bell lead, detuned saw, winter whistle. Honestly, pretty much all of these leads are good. In my opinion, a great one to start with is the autumn preset. For this beat, I chose the simple saw lead. Okay, so you really don't want to make it too complex. You got to let the lead breathe. You can see there's a lot of space here in between each run. It's not required to really space it as much as possible, but the more you try to do with it, it starts to get really muddy sounding, and you just don't want that. Okay, so you also want to add embellishment. There's many different ways to do this. I'm going to show you a couple. One, you can add like a small note next to a bigger note. This kind of creates like a glide from the first note to the second. It just sounds really good. The next way to do this is you can add these smaller notes on top of a long note, and that creates kind of like a nice little run here. So those are two ways to do it. You can also switch between multiple octaves when you're creating your lead notes. When you listen to like really good singers like Ariana Grande or Mariah Carey, you can always hear them switch between octaves. We want to do the same thing with our leads here. So for example, we have this in the 7th octave, we have this in the 6th octave, and even down here in the B note, you can see it's in the 5th octave. So we're really hitting 3 different octaves here. You know, that just kind of adds a little bit of depth to the beat. And this is what it sounds like. Lastly, in my opinion, most importantly, is make sure the leads aren't too loud. The lead is kind of like the cherry on top. You don't want it to be like right up in your face. You can do some panning too to help with this. You can notice here I have 2 leads, and the first one I panned to the left a little bit, and this one I panned to the right. So I'm going to show you the leveling of my chords here. You can see I'm hitting right at about 9, but you can see when we switch over to my lead, it's right at about 15. So that's kind of the leveling that I liked there for that particular beat, but it really is just like a hear thing. And as a bonus, I added the second lead of the beat. It kind of adds like a little bit of a harmony, and I liked that. It sounded good. So there are many tips for making leads, but these are the ones that I thought were the most important. If you have any other questions, let me know in the comments. I'm just asking all my followers, anybody watching this video, to look for opportunities to help other people. I know there's a lot of people in the comments with a lot of knowledge about producing. I'd love to see everybody helping each other out. In the future, I'll probably do another video giving some more tips on creating Pluggnb leads. So if you want to learn more, make sure to click the follow button. And this is how the beat sounds with the leads.